I would have to say that there's probably not much value in thinking about the difference between karma and intuition. Hello everyone, it's Jason here, and I'm answering your questions about Zen, meditation, your practice, life, any kind of question. Today's question is about intuition and karma. Now, this came up in a comment on my video called Are Buddhist Teachings Practical in the Real World? Now, if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link down below so you can check it out. Let's dive in to this question. This question of helping people who don't want help comes up a lot in our sangha. My question is, how do we know as practitioners and teachers what's intuition and what's karma? Not only do I hear this question from time to time, but it's also a question that I struggled with. Many times, we don't know the difference between our karma and our intuition. In my case, there were times that I thought I was helping, coming from a place of intuition, but actually it was just some idea that I was holding in my mind. And of course, the result of that wasn't so clear and helpful. So the question is there a difference between karma and intuition? So I think I want to first define these terms, at least from a practicing perspective. When you hear this word karma in Buddhism, it just means that there's a primary cause mixed with some conditions that leads to a specific result. My teacher would say that karma is just your mind habit. One way I like to talk about it comes from a teaching from a famous philosopher. And this teaching is, pay attention to your thoughts because your thoughts become words. Pay attention to your words because your words become action. Pay attention to your actions because your actions become habit. Pay attention to your habits because your habits become character. Or I could say Jason, me. Pay attention to this character because this character becomes fate or destiny. Or we could say your karma. So I like to look at it in this way because often we experience a result, something happens in our life, but we don't see this whole chain of cause and effect. Intuition is a little more difficult to talk about because it's an experience before thinking. There's a knowing and knowledge in this moment that's not dependent on our intellectual understanding. Many of us have had intuitive experience. Even children do. Maybe somebody's talking to you, and even though their words are saying something, you know that they mean something else. Zen Master Seung Song would define intuition as inside and outside become one. And I like this way of talking about it because, again, it's an experience before thinking where our mind in this moment is not separate. As winter starts to fade away and as spring is arriving, in many places, the snow starts to melt. The grass starts to turn green. The flowers start to bloom. The insects start to come out. I always wondered, how do they know to do that? So this is a good example of inside and outside not being separate. Everything in this universe is responding to each other in this very moment. I would have to say that there's probably not much value in thinking about the difference between karma and intuition. Because when we wake up in this moment, everything comes together. Our karma, intuition, this moment, all comes together and something appears naturally by itself. And really, this is what Zen practice is pointing to. This is what meditation practice is pointing to. But if we remain in our heads thinking about, is this my karma? Is this intuition? Then we're just farther apart from this very moment. We remain disconnected, which has a natural result. And that natural result is usually a problem for ourselves and those around us. Zen Master Kobang had a very wonderful teaching. He said, if you truly want to give, if you truly want to help this world, then forget about three things: I, you, and give. Again, this points to everything coming together, and we express that in this very moment. So I would like to leave you with a koan that may be helpful. It's called Hyungam's Up a Tree. Zen Master Hyungam said, it's like a person up a tree, hanging from a branch with their teeth. Arms are bound, legs are bound, cannot move. To make the situation worse, somebody's under the tree asking this person a question. Why did Bodhidharma come to China? The problem is, if this person answers this question, they fall and lose their life. But if they don't answer this question, they evade their duty and they will be killed. So the question is, if you are up this tree, how do you stay alive? This koan contains everything. It has karma, it has intuition, it has conditions, and it has this moment. So again, if you are up this tree, how do you stay alive? Those are my thoughts for the day. Let me know if this video was helpful. You can let me know by liking this video or putting a comment down below. Also, if you have any questions about Zen, meditation, your practice life, any kind of question, you could also put that down in the comments and I will try to respond to you. Okay, everyone, I hope you're all doing well and I will see you very soon.